Have you ever sat in a room full of people and still felt completely alone? Have you ever felt like everyone else received a manual on how to belong, except you? If so, what you're experiencing may not be a flaw. It may reveal something important about the way your mind sees the world. Imagine this. You're sitting in a circle of friends. Everyone is laughing at a joke. But inside, you feel as if you're watching this party through a thick pane of glass. Funny, isn't it? Everyone around you is part of the group, and you're like a guest from a parallel universe. In moments like these, it's easy to think, there's something wrong with me. But here's the reality that's rarely spoken aloud. You're not weird or broken. You're just different. And that feeling of, I'm here, but not quite here. One of the clearest signs that your soul operates on a slightly different wavelength. The world loves to box people into identical categories. Be loud, be carefree, be like everyone else. And if you don't fit in, you get labeled a loner or weirdo. But the truth is, many of us simply see the world more deeply. We feel things more keenly and need connections that go beyond a superficial hi-bye. This isn't a flaw, it's a trait. One of the clearest signs is that you can be in the liveliest group and still feel a slight distance. Friends are around, the conversation is flowing, jokes are flying, but inside, a quiet, do I even belong here? This doesn't mean your friends are bad. It's just that your emotional wavelength is a little longer than most people's. You don't push people away. You're just waiting for that special click that doesn't happen with everyone. Another thing, superficial conversations tire you out faster than they do others. While everyone else is discussing the weather, weekend plans, and memes, you're already mentally drifting off into space, pondering the meaning of it all. Not because you're arrogant. It's just that trivial topics are like empty calories to you. You feel like you've eaten, but you're still hungry. Your brain craves depth, real conversations where you can take off the masks. Then the guilt sets in. I should be grateful that I have friends at all. So you force yourself to smile wider, laugh louder, but inside, you still feel empty. Sound familiar? It's a classic. You're not ungrateful. You're just being honest with yourself. And that takes tremendous courage in a world where everyone pretends they're always comfortable. Sometimes this shows up in the fact that you prefer to stay silent in a large group. Not because you're shy, but because words seem too small for what you're feeling. You observe, absorb, analyze, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's your way of being in the world without losing yourself. But here's the most important thing. This feeling of being an outsider isn't a sentence or a disease. It's a sign that you refuse to live on autopilot. You want connections that nourish the soul, not just fill the silence. And in a world where most people chase after the number of friends they have, your craving for quality isn't a weakness, it's a rare strength. So the next time you feel a little left out, remind yourself, you're not broken. You're just living by your own rules, and you have every right to be different from everyone else. It doesn't make you worse, it makes you real. If this resonated with you, be sure to watch the next video. In it, we'll break down how to turn that outsider feeling into a superpower. And in the comments, tell us, when was the last time you felt out of place among your friends? Your experience might help someone else realize they're not alone. Let's share this without shame.